Are you interested in high quality backpacking gear at an affordable price? Stick around. Today we're going over my all-time favorite gear for having fun in the outdoors from the largest sporting good retailer in the world, Decathlon. Things like fleece gloves that only cost $4 and then the best sleeping bag deal out there. You may or may not have heard of Decathlon, but by the end of this video, I bet I have you rethinking an expensive purchase that you've recently made from somewhere else. Oh yeah. This video isn't sponsored by Decathlon. I just want to save you guys money on high quality gear. Let's start by talking about that amazing sleeping bag deal that I mentioned. This is the MT900 sleeping bag. It's a down sleeping bag with 800 power fill down. That 800 is based on the EU system of measuring down power. If you're in the US, that equates to about 850. There's a bunch of different temperature versions, but I have here the 0 degrees Celsius, 30 degree Fahrenheit version. And I found that that sleeps very accurately. I sleep pretty warm, and I actually sleep warm at around freezing when I'm in this bag. But my mom and then my wife have both used this sleeping bag and have been toasty warm at that freezing mark. It weighs under 1 kilogram, which is fairly lightweight for a sleeping bag, and that's due to the power of the down that's inside of it, as well as the fact that it uses a pretty lightweight nylon shell. At $170 US, sometimes on sale for close to $100, you're not gonna find a better sleeping bag that is this warm and this lightweight. And then we have down jackets. Down jackets are an amazing deal at Decathlon, and there's 4 different ones that I wanna mention, depending on what your needs are. If you want something that's just lightweight and good for kind of summer use, then the MT100, which I have on right now, is a great option. It uses a relatively high power fill down, 15 denier shell fabric, comes in at 290 grams and then costs $100. They did recently raise the price up. It started off at around like $70, $80 US, but even at that $100 price point, I still think it's a great deal. Decathlon advertises that this jacket will keep you warm when you're static, so just sitting around at 5 degrees Celsius, and I found that to be pretty accurate. If you need something a little bit warmer, the MT500 is going to get you down to -5 degrees Celsius while only costing $40 more at $140. It also has a great warmth to weight ratio due to using 850 power fill down and then a 15 denier shell fabric. You are bumping up in weight quite a bit, up to 440 grams, but I think it's probably one of the best deals as well as warmth to weight ratio jackets out of all the down jackets on this list. The third jacket is the MT900. This is your winter jacket. It's good to -15 degrees Celsius, but it costs quite a bit more and weighs quite a bit more as well. The thick baffles allows the down to loft up a lot, which is why it's so warm, but it is sewn through baffles, unlike the fourth jacket that we're going to talk about. The fourth jacket is made by a sub-brand of Decathlon called Simon. They create a lot of mountaineering gear, and this jacket is designed as a blade jacket for mountaineers. It has box baffles, so not sewn through, so you're not going to have any little cold spots at those seams, and it's insanely warm, getting you down to about -25 degrees Celsius. And I've tested it at those temperatures, and it's warm. It kept me warm. It's also fairly lightweight for how warm it is, and then has a ton of features like different pockets kind of all over the place. I love those pockets because I'm able to keep electronics and water warm as I'm sitting around camp. Fleece is also an insane deal at Decathlon. These fleece pants only weigh 150 grams and cost $15 US. That to me is kind of insane. These are my go-to fleece pants if I want to stay warm while I'm out on backpacking trips. And then the sweater that I'm wearing right now, the MH120, is also only $30, weighs 250 grams. These fleece options are what I find myself reaching for a lot on backpacking trips just because of how lightweight they are and then how durable and effective fleece is. Decathlon recently started dabbling into the ultralight pack realm with the MT900 UL. These are the packs that Steph and I used on our Tour de Mont Blanc trip, and we were pleasantly surprised. They have a lot of great features like an adjustable torso, ventilated trampoline back. It has side entry water bottle pockets, which makes it really easy to reach back and grab your water bottles. And the frame system carries weight pretty well. I've had almost 40 pounds in here quite a few different times, and it's carried that weight no problem. I do wish the pack was a little bit lighter and a little bit less expensive. It weighs 1,300 grams, so it's not getting quite as close to that 1 kilogram mark as I would like, and retail is $180, but you can often find it on sale for close to $100, so just keep an eye out for that, maybe set a notification. I don't think I've talked about this next item on the channel ever, but you may have seen it in some winter trips, and it's a Decathlon ski touring glove. It's meant for ski touring, but I think it's a great glove if your hands run cold or if you just need something for cold weather activities. What's awesome about this glove is you get a very effective warm glove that gives you a lot of dexterity. But then if it starts getting cold or the wind picks up, then you have this little flap that tucks into the top here that you can pull up over your fingers, and it provides a little bit of extra insulation and wind protection. I find that my hands are often fluctuating in how cold they are, so being able to pull that flap up, warm my hands up a little bit, or tuck it away if my hands are really warm is an amazing feature. And if you're interested in any of the gear that we're looking at today, I'll have links in the video description so you can go check it out for yourself. We're going to stick with hand stuff because Decathlon makes a lot of great products for your hands, but these rain mitts are another one of those just phenomenal products that you don't really see in a budget version. These only cost $20 and weigh 52 grams. They're a great option if you need just a nice rain mitt. Because they're so lightweight, you can throw them in your pack if it's about to rain, and they provide a little bit of extra warmth by protecting your hands from the wind and the rain. And then if you're in alpine areas or going out kind of in shoulder season, then you can throw these on over top of a soft shell glove or a thin glove in order to add a little bit of warmth. And unlike some lightweight waterproof mitts like this, these ones are actually waterproof. I've used them in the rain quite a bit, and I've tested them a lot in different kind of conditions. Here are those fleece liner gloves. They only cost $4. They weigh 20 grams for both. If your hands run cold, especially if you're kind of around camp, even in the summertime, then these are really nice to just throw in your pack. They're insanely warm and effective, and yeah, lightweight, very affordable. Great option to have for your backpacking and camping trips. Decathlon also has some really affordable merino wool. You can get a toque for $25, buff for $25. They make a really nice t-shirt. I use this for traveling a lot. It only costs $40. Then they also have a long john tights and then long sleeve merino wool shirt if you need like a base layer, something to sleep in. That only costs $70 for the top and then $65 for the bottom. But at $70 and $65 for the long sleeve shirt and tights, you're paying about 20 or 30% less than what you'd be paying somewhere else, even if the products from somewhere else are on sale. Go check out this video if you want to see my wife Steffi Poo and I hike the Tour de Mont Blanc with mostly Decathlon gear. Over the course of 8 days, we put a lot of gear through its paces, including a bunch of the gear that I talked about in this video.